QuaniTEA Radio.
Happy 2024! It's 2024. Happy New Year, everyone. This is my first recording of the new year. Welcome back.
Oh, I'm honored. I didn't know that. I knew it was the first one.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I haven't recorded in like
That's on point.
a couple months. Yeah, I took the holidays off. It was a whole bunch. I had holidays, my son's birthday, Christmas, my mama's birthday, New Year's. I'm like, listen. But next time, instead of taking a break though, because I was watching a podcast the other day, and they was just like, well, we pre-recorded so we could have episodes for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, keep them going.
New Year's, and I'm like, I should have did that, but I was just so focused on like family and like, not even really focused on my podcast. I was still posting content wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will do that this year. I will pre-record so y'all can have some episodes drop in for the holidays this year. Mark my words, okay? New Year.
Gotta get it in a lot more. Yeah, for real. A lot more getting it in.
Yes. So, yes, I'm honored to have you as my first guest. Y'all know this man.
Hey,
This
I'm not
is
gonna lie.
not a stranger to the show.
Appreciate
Okay.
it, man. Yeah, the good vibes. I really didn't know it was the first one back. Hey, I'm very, very grateful for that. For real.
I'm like,
Gratitude.
I gotta get you as number one. Let me go ahead and come through.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot. So how's your 2024 been going so far? I know we only a little bit in, a few weeks in, but how is it going so far?
I ain't gonna lie, it's been fucking amazing. It's been really it's been extremely turned, but it's been turned on a real positive. Like even the negatives that's been happening has been just like things that need to happen. And I don't think that this is just happening to me. I think everybody is going through that. You feel me? Cocoon shake out. So it's like a lot of things that were probably heavy blocks. Stuff that was, and not just like for personal, but even like family. Like real generational things. A lot of breakage and a lot of moving forward.
Things that need to happen to progress into better things.
Man, a lot of downloads too. It's been so much cosmic activity, like for real. Oh man, it's been so. Just the energy game has been quite extra, But it's real clear.
Everything is becoming
Everything
more
clear.
The fog has been removed from the surface, from your eyes. I am seeing the vision.
I feel okay. So,
But you've been seeing the vision, though.
point. That's what I was about to say. So, it's clear for. It's always been clear for me, but I can see that it's clear for others. And that's where it's like, oh yeah, it's time now. We're here.
Everybody's waking up a little bit, so okay, something's about to transition.
It's like it's time. It's that everybody internal alarm clock is going off, and it's like I want to be better. I want to better myself. You feel me? Or I want to cut out what's not bettering me.
Yeah,
that's it. Everybody is going through it, and even if it's just a little bit, it's better than what it was. And it's not a little bit.
No.
I was just saying, just if, but it's not a little bit. It's a lot.
It's a whole lot.
People is
on.
man,
It's like stuff is popping up just like this, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like even with me too, I'm just like, hold on, like you start coming to like certain realizations, and it's like, okay, I don't want to move like this no more. This is how I really need to be moving right here. Like
you in line
on your straight and narrow last year, but like I don't know, it's just something about this year. They say 2024 is a year of the truth.
The dragon year.
The dragon year. So does that have to do with things being revealed and
yeah,
like
it's definitely a lot of mystics with it, but that dragon energy is just primal, and for us to get back to like what it is, ground zero, what truth you see everything for what it is, not like of what it's presented to be, but what it is, it's undeniable. So now it's like you making the decision and you have all of the information. What's up. It's like, oh, I didn't know. Nobody can do that.
You can't say you didn't know because everything is right here.
So now it's like if you're making that decision, you are consciously making that decision, good or bad. You feel me? But you're doing it. So yeah, it's a very truthful year. So
I'm excited because the truth has set you free.
Man.
So the guy get older, I'm older, and I understand that saying for real. Like the truth really will set you free for so much better. Whether it's good, it's bad. If it's gonna lead somebody out your life or pull somebody in your life, it's all for a greater purpose.
Your truth.
Yeah, my truth. And people use that loosely though, because people be using that term kind of loose. They're like, "Oh, this is my truth," to justify some bullshit they done did. Well, this is my truth, so we're not doing that.
Okay, so it depends. Truth is subjective, but a lot of people may confuse truth with their belief, and you don't know what you don't know. And until you actually do the research and really kind of dive deep on what that is, you only going off of what you believe it is, And a lot of people do that because they don't really want to know. They just want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
They just
Yeah.
But
here we are.
Yeah, you gotta, just once you see that, just keep it moving. But I ain't gonna lie, people like that is gonna have a quite a tough time, because one thing about the truth is once it start getting in your face and it's undeniable, and you see it and you ignore it, things start going wrong.
Because now you cannot say you don't know. You've seen it, you chose not to, or you chose to be oblivious to it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's there in your face for you to know.
Cause and effect. Got to deal with the consequences.
So, let me talk about my January real quick, y'all, because we just came back. We getting deep already. Hold on, let me reel it back. Wait a minute. So, I started off January doing a fruit cleanse, and everybody was like, "You're crazy. Why are you just eating fruit?" I'm like, listen, I'm trying to cleanse myself, so I did like a 7-day fruit fast. Only fruit. I did smoothies. Of course, I ate straight fruit. I did like little blends and stuff with it, juice. And I felt really good. I was taking like my detox tea. It's like the bitters, called bitters. And it was like some bitter ass herbs. Literally, I see why they call it bitters. And it was nasty as hell, but I felt good afterwards. I would take it every morning. When I woke up, I would drink the tea. I would eat fruit throughout the day. My skin has been clearing up. My mind started clearing up. Your food is connected to your whole body, your mind. So it's like you start feeling real energized and feeling real clear. You know what I mean? And it felt good. And once I ended my cleanse, I was like, I don't want to even eat meat, because I ain't gonna lie, I was eating meat last year. Like I started in July. I started eating chicken, fish, and turkey again. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to eat meat after I get off my cleanse, because I feel like it would defeat the purpose. You know what I mean? And so I was just like, I'm not going to eat no meat. And so I just been eating vegetables. And, I've been eating little sweets here and there, but not like I was. So I've been feeling pretty good. I feel like that's a good thing. Like, and people should go and get they blood type checked out. I don't know if you know your blood type or not. Eat for your blood type and stuff like that, because I think I'm really just supposed to have more vegetables and fruit and things like that, because when I do eat meat, I feel
What's your blood
sluggish.
Mind me asking.
I don't.
Okay, no.
I'm not gonna put my blood type out there, because they might try to get me. They looking for me.
Hey.
What's your blood type?
Yeah, look, now after you saying that, I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to?
Black women is high commodity out here, so I don't know. They might be trying to get.
Yeah, no, that is very, very true. You go to the hospital, they do take a lot of blood.
Talk about that after.
O negative, so yeah.
How are you supposed to eat for your blood type?
So I know I be having a little bit of issues with iron, So
Same.
Okay, so I be needing a little bit of red meat, because sometimes, from what I'm come to feel like, you can get it from leafy greens, but it's not
enough.
It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've been doing, and I don't even know for what it is. Honestly, I think it's just like you said, something just told you to go on that diet.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my body has got to the point to where I eat for the seasons. Like my body is just be in tune with whatever it is. Like I had, it was more hearty meals during November, October, so more heavier things. Lately, it's been more light. I say for like the last 2 weeks, it's been a lot more smoothies, a lot more fruit.
I just had a smoothie this morning.
Yeah, them smoothies be on point. It's been lamb probably like every week. once a week,
Mhm.
but it hasn't been what it was a couple of months ago. I say um, prior to November, October, around September, I was in Greece, so I was doing lamb a lot heavier, a lot, and
Yay, that's
salads a
good.
lot heavier too.
Mhm.
But then before that, it was I say around not February. I say around June, July. I was more fruits again. So
Yeah, because all the fruits is in season, like, you know what
yeah,
I mean? So it's like heavy on the fruits in the summertime. Like, I can't wait for spring, summer, fall. So I get me a fresh seeded watermelon. Oh my God. Like, I'm be drinking watermelon juice like crazy. I love it. It's
for real.
really good for you too.
So, but I gotta know. Wait, before you, how did it make you feel? Like as far as the negatives, because I know everything be having its pros and cons. You feel me?
Mhm.
So it's like I know for me, when I do it, and it's less meat, or well, it's not real less meat because I only eat like lamb or king salmon. But
Yeah.
when it just be more fruit, I feel better, I'm more energetic, but I get hungrier faster. So it'll be like
Yeah.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
couple hours, and then I'm
Couple
hungry
hours,
again.
it don't keep you full like that. So that's why I would try to incorporate like chia seeds and stuff in my smoothies and things like that to try to make the feeling of hunger like go away. Like it makes me feel full. So I would use chia seeds. I was hungry. I feel like towards the end of that 7 day fast, I was craving vegetables. I felt like my body was needing a different type of nutrients. Like I was getting a whole bunch of vitamin C and all that stuff because I was eating a lot of vitamin C rich fruits, but I wanted vegetables. Like after that, I was just like I went and got a whole bunch of vegetables and sautéed them, and I was craving that. So I would say that's the only thing. I was very like I said, it was a lot of pros, and the only con was really me being hungry.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
just like having to tame myself. I'm like, okay, I cannot do this. Like, I didn't even crave meat or nothing like that. I wanted veggies, but I was strictly on a fruit diet. So as soon as that diet was over, I just went straight for the veggies. So,
So now another thing, now like when we was talking about this year and different changes,
mm,
um, I see or what I'm picking up, I see a lot of women making changes with their diet.
mm-hmm.
I don't see a lot of dudes making changes with their diet, and it's like I'm just saying, you feel me?
You
I
might
just
want to follow suit
no,
with
no,
us,
for real.
or
Like it'd be like not as not the same amount. You know, like you would probably get a couple of dudes who would be on it like that,
mm-hmm.
but it'd be a whole lot more women that are going to being healthier. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of guys, it's not like they are more focused. I don't want to say that they're more focused on finances right now because I really don't even see that. But a lot of them are more focused on working. You feel me?
Yeah.
Being focused on working and focused on finances,
It's
two
two
different
different
things.
things. You working so you can be focused on your finances
Right, you
to
know.
get to that point. You know what I mean?
And it's like you gotta maintain yourself and really like step it up in every aspect. And you feel me? That's like probably was the biggest thing of like my realization within the last couple of weeks. You feel me? For 2024, like what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I'm supposed to really encourage men. You feel me? Like especially melanated men to get more on challenging themselves to be better in every way. You know,
Yeah.
like because at this rate, you feel me? Like a lot of women are going, they being better. You know, they being better, they wanting more.
Which requires us to
Man,
require more of you. You know
you
what I
know,
mean? If we better in ourselves, we want our counterpart to be equal to us as well.
facts. But see, now the wacky thing about it is, I don't know why it's not already that default setting for them anyway. You get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, I feel like, and I don't know, it could have just, I don't know, it could just be me, but it's like the
Probably
hype
not.
that I've been on. You feel me? I've been on the hype for a good minute, like since I was probably in my mid teens. I grew up kind of quick, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I just started noticing things a lot earlier, a lot sooner. Not just about like the whole energy game or the spiritual side of things, which did play a big part, but
Mm-hmm.
as far as the way we interact out here socially, the way we do things that we know, hey, that might be out of pocket, the habits that we got, not just like individual habits, but the collective habits that we got that be kind of out of pocket,
Yeah.
you know, and a lot of the time, a lot of the things that we do, a lot of the men like we kind of push it on, or egg it on, we know that it'd be like, hey, bro, that's kind of
fucked up.
That's kind of whack. You feel me? Like, no, like seriously.
No,
like
for
I was
real.
thinking about, I was having a conversation with my cousin, and we was talking about how old heads was, before, like the hype that they used to have young niggas on, and you could still see it, like right now, it's still the same
And
programming.
what would be that hype so we can get a good description?
So
that they had the old heads had the young ones on.
So it'd be like, just you get focused just on money. You just focused on getting money. You focus on getting money. You focus on getting pussy. That's it. That is it. Like no, it'd be like, okay, you would probably be in middle school, elementary school, and it'd be like, oh man, I got a crush on this girl, or I like this girl, and you see, you'd be like, oh yeah, you tell them about it, and be like, what which is not a negative thing, but it'll be put in overdrive as it's still going up, and it don't be as much energy or focused on, hey, be on these investments, hey, be on that emotional control. You feel me? Hey, be on your social game. You feel me? As far as people what's going on out here. You feel me? Don't be oblivious. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes be on, even when it comes to like relationships. Like a lot of men ain't never really told other men how to really act in relationships. You feel me? Like
it's always the women telling them how to act in a relationship. They're never getting it from a man's point of view, because when they get it from us, it's kind of maybe feeling like, underappreciated and things like that.
Yeah,
maybe.
But we ain't got the same programming. You feel me? Y'all programming on a natural or organic, thing or hype compared to being programmed on how our society moves. Like for most men, when they little, you will see even like some. I believe we talked about this before. Like the friends, and it'd be like, oh, he's gonna be a ladies' man, Or then when you get in like elementary school and you see the girls. They back in the day they had the magazines, and it'd be like. What was it? It was the B2K and Bow Wow.
Oh, Word Up magazines and all them. Yeah.
And it was, you feel me, how it was with the rappers, how the athletes, the game don't change, it just move up. You feel me? It just get older, you feel me, in the transition. The energy that is put on that instead of, you feel me, like real shit, like how to interact. You get what I mean? Or even how
basic skills, like, you know what I mean?
Even conversation. Putting down boundaries, like keeping it solid. You get what I mean? Like, and that's why I said, like, I feel like our older generation, the one that came before us, probably was the worst because they gave us the worst blueprint. You feel me? Like, it's like, for example, most dudes, they have issues with being monogamous. They always jump into relationships, and I don't know if they say, hey, they keep it solid and they be like, look, I don't want to just mess with one woman from jump. Before, this is just, I've never done this. This is how I am.
I've hardly had that. Like, it's rare.
But look how it would go from jump. If you had just say, because we all know that this happens. We all know that it's common. If you just say that from jump instead of saying, okay, yeah, I'm just going to fuck with you, and that's it. Everyone always say that, but so either you lying to yourself, you saying, look, I'm about to try and do something that I ain't never did before, and it's going to work with you, or I'm purposely lying to you, you feel me? And I know that, you feel me, I'm going to do this.
And sometimes us as the women, we know that y'all lying, but it sounds good, and we want to see if you hold your word to that.
But
so now we can catch you with something like, oh, well, you said that I'm the only woman
that's
that you're
my
talking
point.
to, like manipulation.
And if dudes keep it solid, it would never be that card being pulled. You feel me? Because it's like, no, I told you what it was from jump. So it's like, if this is how it changes the situation. If a man says what it is from jump, saying, hey, I've never done that before, you feel me? I'm used to this. This is what, this is how I am.
Yeah.
If he decides to try, you feel me, to only mess with you, then he didn't lie. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if he tells you that he's only going to talk to you, and he's really trying his hardest.
Already,
you feel me? He trying his hardest. Like, he's really trying. It could be a year. It could be 2 years. It could be 5 years. It could be 10 years. It could be a long time. Yeah. He's trying his hardest to do it, and it just take that one time. And it's like, he reverted back to his nature. You feel me? And it's like, oh, you lied, you cheated, you did.
So we're supposed to give him credit for those 3 years that you did not mess with nobody else but me. Thank you. I understand you slipped up. I'm not gonna leave you, but let's get it back on track. Instead of being out busting windows, doing this.
Yeah, don't do that. It'd be a lot of that. But I'm just saying, as far as I think it'll be a lot clearer, and it'll be less pressure, because we got to be realistic. It's like, if that was the hype, if men were supposed to be like that, and I'm not saying that everybody is different. Would you decide to do what you're gonna do?
Yeah. I
just noticed it's all since I've been little. I always hear about men cheating. You feel me? And men, I hear about women cheating after the man has already cheated.
Like a get back.
As a response. You get what I'm saying? And it's something now, the trends, like, where a lot of women don't really even care about relationships, to where it's like, man, they getting it in, you feel me? They trying to move like men. That's why I said our program was the worst program. Because women weren't
tired. We was tired. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it came from, even when I was growing up, and middle school, high school, men was just trying to use women for what we have, trying to use us for sex, or trying to get money out the bitch. Y'all know that, like, trying to get money out of us and things like that. And we're doing stuff out of pure love. We're doing it because we like you. We're doing it in hopes for reciprocation.
Y'all natural instinct.
Because that's our natural instincts. We're to nurture, to care for you, to love on you, and do those things. So if that's what you require, we're gonna give you that to hope to receive that love back from you. And then we get played. It's been like a whole generation of times from back in the day till, I say, like,
I gotta interject.
A couple years ago. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I feel like we just got tired. That's what it looks like. We just got tired of that shit. And we finna be on our own hype. We finna more female empowerment. We talked about this on the last episode. And it was more female empowerment, the female rap game. We like, you can hear it clearly through the lyrics. It's like, fuck niggas, get the bag. We want y'all money now. You done used us up. What you got to bring to the table? We got the table. What else you got?
This is why I said, you feel me, to interject, because I was going to actually bring that up. And so you got your organic programming, you feel me, with what you going to do instinctively, you feel me, like from the womb to the tomb. That's what you going to do. Then you have the artificial programming that you get from this society. Our artificial program was the program that y'all soaked up, you feel me, and now y'all turned it into y'all program, which was given to us. This hype wasn't an old hype. It ain't been like that too long. Like, if you go back to the 70s, the 60s, the vibes was completely different. The 80s, the vibes was completely different. The 90s, the vibes was, it was getting there, but it was really different. 2000, it was a different animal. You feel me? Like, that's when this programming, or I say this artificial program, started taking place. You get what I mean? It started being put out there a little bit more. And it's like, I'm going to be honest.
Were they grooming us this whole time?
I'm going to be honest. I feel like, because when you see something pop up at like multiple places at the same time, and everybody is doing it on large levels, it's like, how did we get from where we was to this? You get what I mean? And you look at the trends. You got to look at the trends, because the trends is what the program is.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why I said our old heads was the worst, because they gave us that program, you feel me, which was not their original program. Their program got introduced to them, you feel me, from the feds, bringing in drugs in the 80s. Then you had you feel me, I ain't gonna say, you feel me, the people, but the people who run the labels, you feel me, the music labels, entertainment, everything.
Definitely entertainment, for sure.
You can only do what your contract say you're required to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? They run whatever it is, you feel me, to the demographic that they targeting, and they put it on replay. They switch it up, you feel me, a little bit, then it'll be a new movie. They switch it up a little bit more, it'll be another song, but it'll be the same fundamental vibes. You feel me? The same, that lower vibes, and then you have, because you're doing it on a mass level and you putting it on replay 24/7, especially to the young age group. They growing up saying, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. I want to do that. I want to do that. And that's why I know it is what it is, because like you just said, what the females is doing. You get what I mean? And I'm going to be honest. Like, I think we talked about this before. the female rappers have come out the blue. You know, like rap been around for a long time, and yes, it's always been women artists, but it has never been dominated like how it is right now. You know, it's
definitely
dominated.
dominated
You know?
with female rappers out of
And it's
nowhere.
like the and it, I feel like the program. I feel like I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Uncle Sam took the same program that he gave us in the '90s and said, you know what? I see what's happening on a cosmic level. Let's give it to the females. So then now y'all implementing the same thing that we did. Y'all doing back, and it keeps the thing going. You feel me? And it's like for men, and this is why I'm saying the focus is on men because even if y'all is on that hype, that's not y'all natural instinct. Just like it wasn't our natural instinct. You feel me? Like dudes do that, but if you find somebody that you really care about, you start to shake the artificial programming. You feel me? When women approach love a lot differently and they approach relationships a lot differently because y'all program like that from jump. You feel me? On an artificial level, as far as with Disney, the dolls, playing house, what's that little game that y'all used to play with the
Easy Bake Oven?
not the Easy Bake Oven too, but it was like you gonna be married in certain long, you're gonna have this many kids, you're gonna do the little game.
Yeah,
I can't remember
it's
what
like wasn't it like a makeshift little game that they had?
something that
I can't
I just
remember.
I just remember my sister was older, and I used to always see her and her friends playing it,
Yeah.
and so I'm saying it's the programming was different. Boys, it was like, hey man, you the man if you got a lot of women, you got a lot of money, you got a lot of cars, you got a lot of things, start being that, and to a degree, yes, but it's more of if you are handling your business and you doing your passion, you feel me, and you you have something that you give into the world, you feel me, you working hard. Like not necessarily it don't gotta be working for somebody else. It can be.
Yeah.
But you are just working
You're fulfilling
hard.
yourself, your
Man,
life's purpose.
You focus. You focus, you are disciplined, you doing things. It's a lot of principles that these old heads ain't kicked down to us, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like
It's
when you
because
start
they
doing
didn't
that,
know,
I don't know. I mean, when it comes to you feel me, the street life, they did. You feel me? But you gotta apply those same things to just everything. You get what I mean? Like I'm originally from Detroit, like so I grew up on some trap hype, and I would say the way that how it used to be, way back when, it was a lot of more honor, it was more respect, it was certain things you didn't do, it was guidelines, it was rules. You get what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I use that example is because if you can give men those kind of guidelines to do that kind of stuff, you feel me, and they follow it, you can definitely come up with guidelines for how you supposed to interact with your women, interact, you feel me, with each other, you feel me, and follow it. But the programming got to start, you feel me, from the young age. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, if men just challenge themselves to be better right now, it don't matter your age, it don't matter what you have or what you don't got, it don't matter, you feel me, your religion, it don't matter, you feel me, your nationality or your race, your creed. If you just challenge yourself to be better, and by you doing that, it's going to make everybody around you better, especially the women that you come in contact with. You get what I mean? Because y'all, even though y'all still the artificial program right now is saying fuck niggas, get the bag, you feel me, get the money out of them, fuck these niggas, you feel me, just get some dick and then, be gone. Some eating ass, I don't know, you feel me? But I'm just saying, you feel me? I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Regardless, you feel me? If you are better, you feel me? She's gonna see that because even with that bag, you feel me? It just is what it is, It's the natural organic programming, and it'll bring that best out of her. Yeah. But it's only if you being better, and it's not just. Again, it's not just finances and economics, which is important. Yeah. Definitely get that money, you feel me, or have them assets, have that wealth, but also your health, how you eating, be in the gym,
knowledge.
Man, you definitely got to get in the gym because that testosterone, you need that for you to be able to move out here and think correctly, to even get that knowledge. But then you also need that because when you're in the bedroom, You feel me? If you ain't in the gym, you ain't got that testosterone. You ain't getting up there, and it ain't happening. You feel me? So that's another aspect. And like you said, that knowledge, acquiring that, because then you know how to move. You know what to do with everything that you have. You know that there's people out here that maybe, not the best for you. And because you know to avoid them. Like, you can say what's up, you could be cool, but you're not gonna put yourself in situations that you know is gonna be bad for you.
Exactly.
So it's like men just gotta challenge themselves on every level. It don't gotta be, you ain't gotta go cold turkey with it, but just make little changes. Get principles and start really analyzing your character and developing your character. You get what I mean? It's a lot of niggas out here, you feel me? It's a lot of niggas out here with money, but they corny. And it's a lot of niggas trying to be these niggas, and that's corny.
Right.
It's like a lot of corniness going on.
It's a lot of corniness going on. Be that individual for yourself. Like,
man.
Develop your characteristics. That's what you want to do. Okay, cool. This is who you are. A solid foundation. Know what your morals and your values are. Not off the next man or what you think is popping right now, what's trending right now. But just be you as a solid ass individual and better yourself. And once we see that, well, we don't mind following the lead. We try to be the leaders now because y'all ain't leading us to the right place. That's what I feel like.
But that's because a lot of dudes, you feel me, they never been put in position where they had to lead, you feel me, or even been put in a position where they needed to take care of themselves. And again, it's a full circle eating itself, because a lot of that comes from the household. Like, a lot of them was babied, and either they didn't see a man doing it.
Exactly. The man went in the home. That's the whole part of the program, and take the men out the home. They can't learn certain things from the man because the man ain't in the house.
Facts.
You're being raised by your mama.
And
You're
Uncle
raised
Sam.
by your aunties and your grandmas.
And Uncle Sam.
And Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam is raising you.
You're not getting taught those right morals and values. That's why it's important to have a man, a father figure. It doesn't even have to be your dad, but just to have that man presence in your life. It could be a mentor, your dad, your uncle, whoever it is, but you need to have that man in your life so you can have the proper guidance and know how to handle yourself, and they can teach you how to be in a relationship because you learn the stuff from the streets. You're going out there, like you said, get this money so you can get bitches. You're not even doing it for yourself. You
not even doing it for
Women,
yourself.
and now you're fumbling the women that you get because you don't even know why you're doing it. Like,
and that's why it is, you feel me? It's like, man, it's the men's fault. It's like, because a lot of the things that a lot of niggas can't even say no. You feel me? Like, they don't know how to say no, you feel me, to women for a lot of things. You feel me? Like, they don't know how to draw the line. You feel me? They don't know how to say no to their partners for a lot of stuff. Like, they go with the flow. They don't know how to really, and that's what I'm saying. Challenging yourself is saying no. You starving yourself, dude. Like, starve yourself certain things that you enjoy, your vices. You get what I mean? Like, a lot of niggas can't put that lean down. You feel me? Some niggas, but they cannot stop. Like, they try and smash anything walking, everything. They have no self control. You get what I mean? And it's like, you gotta challenge yourself so you can start being better. You can start evolving, or things are just going to get worse for you. And because of the way this energy is moving in 2024, it's not going to be good because it's going to be on steroids. You feel me? So it's like, you really, really, really have to start bettering yourself. And it's like, man, I don't know. It's for some reason, a lot of dudes, they so goofy right now. Like, I'm so serious, man. Like,
it's good to hear this from a man's perspective and point of view. Hear it coming out of a man's mouth, because we always seem like we just bashing men.
No, man.
Things like that.
I can't stand these niggas right now. It's a lot of it's so much corny, goofy activity that be like, man, like, it just be like, why? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, how many situations do you hear about where it be like we were saying, women are turned up right now. Dudes they'll do something out of pocket, or they may not do nothing out of pocket, and she'll do something out of pocket, and they'll be so emotionally broken or out of control that they'll take her life, or they'll do something to her, or they'll try and do something to the nigga who she was with. And it's like, bruh, just remove yourself.
Yeah.
Just remove yourself.
Self-control.
It's a little hard. Yeah, it hurt a little bit, but just move on. It's a big world. It's a lot of women. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, it's happening on a consistent. It'd be different if it was like every blue moon, you know?
It's like they're becoming bitter. They're being bitter now, the men.
And this is what I'm saying, like, it's not just the bitter, they are becoming more feminine. Yes, a lot of feminine energy is coming on the planet, but it's not just the feminine energy coming in. A lot of the estrogen in the food, a lot of the influence through the media, a lot of the things that they've been on that they think is how it's supposed to go is artificial. You feel me? And it's like, it got them wearing purses with little girl chokers, and tight pants, and some got their nails painted. You feel me? And
I see a lot of that.
But then they'll still pull a pistol out, and you feel me? Or they'll be like, I don't know. They just be they be
mind boggle right
man.
now. I don't know. You got the rappers doing it. People that wasn't even doing it before. Like certain rappers got their nails painted, and like you said, it started off like, oh, wear like little purse, little satchel. I got a man bag. Like I got this, I got that, and I'm wearing little clips and barrettes in my hair. Like people like I don't know. It's just getting real.
But even
I don't know. But it's part of the agenda, so I can't even be mad. But some people just the veil hasn't been lifted yet for them. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna get a little deeper. Even with you feel me, one things that I seen a lot trending. You feel me, and that like the dudes requesting you feel me to get their groceries ate. Like that being a thing. You get what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a thing a couple of years ago. It wasn't crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like people can't even. If that's what you like to do. Always been on a hype. That's different. You get what I'm saying? If you experimenting, then but why? You get what I mean?
Doing too much.
Like why? What's your reason for it? Like you wasn't thinking about it before. You done had this butt all your life. You get what I'm saying? Like why now?
You had this ass all your life, and now you want to go ahead.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. And I do get it because I know when it got introduced.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm like.
And the women is not no better. The women is no better because they is encouraging this behavior.
A lot of it. You feel me? But then they turning around and complaining about it at the same time. Like, oh man, these men aren't masculine enough.
They this, they that. But you over here with his legs in the air.
Man, you get what I'm saying? So
it makes sense.
It's like I feel like the lines got to be drawn. You feel me? Like I feel like men have to start questioning a lot of the things that they doing. And just shoot to be better. You get what I mean? It's like just like don't even worry about her. You feel me? Don't worry about her unless you got a family, or you got some little ones.
Yeah,
then that's understandable. But then even then, you still have to focus on yourself. Just be a way better you, and you will see everything start transforming around
for you. It's gonna happen for you because you are doing it for yourself. Everything is gonna gravitate towards you.
But also, it's contagious. You feel me? So the more of us that be better, the more of us will start to be better. You get what I mean? And then the younger generations will see us being better, so they will be better than us. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what the younger crowd does is they take whatever you do and amplify it. So the hype that we was on when we were young is quite. You still gotta have that drive if you a man,
Yeah.
And it's like you gotta have it for yourself, and you gotta really, really, really want it for your legacy and for your seeds. It's like I feel, and I could be mistaken. I feel like a lot of women are better in themselves, and they are getting better for themselves. You get what I mean? It's for them. Yeah. They're getting better for them. A lot of men, when you get better for you. You get better for your woman, and you get better for your children in the future. You get what I mean? Like when a lot of times when women with their careers, because they do get married to, unless you are, you get married to a woman. But if you are, most women, they get married with men, and the man is taking care of the household or playing his role. You get what I mean? If that woman is still in her career, then she will be still doing her nurturing or her duties, her responsibilities but her career is not necessarily for the household.
Yeah.
It's for herself.
It's for herself.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
All the time. I never rarely seen it not be like that. You get what I mean? I could be mistaken. I could be wrong. I doubt it, but
Yeah.
I could be wrong, But for men, most men, every time it's for your household. It's for your seeds. It's for your woman.
You know what I mean?
Whether it's one woman, two women, or how many ever, or whether it's how many ever kids. Some it's no woman. It's just my kids.
Yeah.
For some, it's I'm taking care of my mom. I'm taking care of my sister. I'm taking care of my brothers. Whoever or whatever, whoever you giving it to. You get what I mean? It's always for the household. And I think men only step into that mode after they realize that they have something to take care of. That's why some men get it younger when, they feel like, hey, man, I got to step up and become the man,
Yeah.
But because of what they seen, they stepping up and they trying to do the wrong things because they never been taught no other things to do. You get what I mean? It's all the programming. And it's like for older men, knowing what that person is going to go through, because 9 times out of 10, if he look like you, he's going to experience something similar. Focus more on what not to do or what would help instead of what's going to be the fun. Then,
and what might be a liability.
Man, like serious, because life is real. It's very, very, very real.
Especially for a black man.
Man, and it's not the same. It's not the same as when we were younger. Like it ain't the same at all. Like people like the little ones used to fight. Like I don't even know if these kids is even fighting.
Know how to fight, or if they teaching them, we don't need to do this. Let's duke it out. You know what I mean? It doesn't go that route. You hear about it all the times, and people more of the male race is it's school shootings and it's what's going on. It's people getting shot down the street. Like it don't even seem like the fight was there. Or somebody they do fight and someone gets emotional about them not winning, and then they come back and retaliate and kill and take somebody's life.
And again, like I said, I've been around for a minute and I get it, because I grew up on the hype, but it was different then than what it was. Like I said, like when I was younger and I was in Detroit, a lot of times you only had a pistol because it was like somebody was really trying to rob you. You get what I mean? That's about it. It wasn't just because it was fighting,
Yeah.
And even then, it's like you only having that if you're doing this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody,
you doing this, you got it on you.
everybody is not living this lifestyle.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But because of the trends, again, it started merging. So now it's like you got people who they Ubering. Everybody is too quick draw McGraw.
Yeah.
And it's like we gotta tone it down some because again, women are now picking up the programming that we picking up. It's a lot of times, a lot of situations that I've seen and heard about with women shooting other women.
Which is crazy. Like, we should only have that for protection. Like, really, like, if you live by yourself or anything like that, like, I got this just in case.
But it'd be a lot of emotional situations going wrong,
Yeah, it's very emotional. And people don't know how to, again, have self-control, control of their emotions, compartmentalize your emotions, and you go off of your emotions and you just acting. Not thinking about the consequences afterwards. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like, I feel like men are in competition with women. Do you feel that same way? Or is that just me? Because I'm feeling like since we are on the hype of, we doing this, we getting our money, we being better for ourselves, and we're doing this, does it kind of make it like for the men, it's like, okay, well, you know what, like, I gotta be better than this because this is my role, so I gotta go harder. Like, so we in competition with each other instead of, like you said, coming together and working together and becoming better.
I feel like it depends on the man, Like I ain't gonna lie, I think it's the levels is real, and I feel like not gonna be in competition with nobody but self. That's the only competition, yourself. Yeah. That's it. But
should be
when you not up there and you operating from the lower consciousness, you feel me? You operating, then you feel threatened by other stuff outside of you because you are not focusing on the real issue. So you can see issues in everything else. You get what I mean? So it's like, I mean, well, you just to make sure I'm clear, as far as like in relationships, like, or do you mean as far as on a mass level?
A mass level,
Like
just
men
they
right
see
now
us.
are.
Yeah.
That's what now again. It's many levels. So as a mass program, predictable, like the average Joe, possibility, because women are elevating out here,
Yeah.
and a lot of men are staying stagnant because they're not making these changes to better themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta challenge yourself, and when you start challenging yourself, like a lot of women are challenging themselves.
Yeah.
Challenging themselves with their bodies. You know, they're challenging themselves with their diets. It's more challenges there, which probably with even careers or their passions. You know, with challenging themselves with their energy work, dealing with their trauma, their emotions, psychological scars.
Get into the root of things so we can be better.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of women are now. You do have a good chunk of women that ain't. You get what I'm saying? You got a good chunk.
Yeah, that's true too.
But
That's true.
it's a lot more women, especially of our women, that are, than that's not. You get what I'm saying? And it's a lot more men that's not than that should be.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm really, really trying to focus on just challenging men to be better this year. Like, even if it's just a little bit. If you do just a little bit, you could do a little bit more. And if you could do a little bit more, you can get a lot more done. You get what I mean? And I promise everything will start to change. Things will go better for your life, because a lack of value that you have, because but then it's also another thing as far as the confidence. You feel me? A lot of men feel like, man, that they may be not enough. Again, that's why I'm saying you got to really challenge yourself to be better, and you will start to love yourself too. You get what I mean?
If you love yourself, you won't be going out.
You're
like
not gonna
that.
be. It's
You
like,
wouldn't
why?
be doing that, bro? You would value yourself. You would be a high value man. You on a higher frequency. I'm not gonna even deal with no woman that's on that type.
Yeah,
of
like, all right,
bullshit.
bye. You feel me? Because if that's the case, you can go get a prostitute. If that's the case, if you just trying to pay for some pussy, go pay for some pussy.
But they don't want to. Men
not
don't want to
a
do that. They rather pay a
because
regular woman.
they trying to buy the affection with a pussy from a prostitute. You feel me? You know the transaction. Some dudes do be trying to do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? But a lot of guys, they trying to mix. They trying to mix. You get what I'm saying?
They want that affection afterwards. They want this and that afterwards, but still turn around and be like, "Oh no, I ain't mess with you like that." Things like that.
Yeah.
But they know with the prostitute, it's like, okay, I'm really just paying for pussy. Like, damn, like they feel some type of way about themselves if they really do that. You know what I mean? Some dudes is comfortable with it, but majority, they not.
But that's also because the trick and hoe agenda and trend. You feel me? It's like they see it so much, and again, they gave it to y'all after they did it to us. So before, it was all the dudes talking about, like, yeah, I'm just finna give her some money and fuck, and then I'm gone. You feel me? So and it was like, man, that's how it worked. But that's not how it worked. You feel me? It can work, but it's gonna have some bad consequences, always, guaranteed. And it's like, now the women are saying, just give me some money and I'll fuck. You feel me? It's the same thing. Or I'm only fucking if you got money. It's the same exact thing. You get what I'm saying? You can't get affection for that tool. That's not how it works. The tool is only used to do other things. When it comes to the affection, it gotta be connected. It gotta be made. A lot of dudes use that because they don't know how to conversate. They don't know how to. When the last time, you feel me? Like, I don't know if you ever been out, but I will say the last time that a dude approached you, you feel me, at like not a nightlife setting, you feel me, but a daytime. You feel me? Someplace in the daytime, and tried to like chop it up with you and then get your number to conversate. Better question.
Because I'm like, oh, whatever.
No, I'm gonna hit you with a whoopee.
Oh shit.
When the last time you had a 3 to 4 hour conversation on the phone with a dude straight, like old school, like straight?
I will have to say, because I've had it, but that's been like probably like a year ago, and this is like, and you rarely get this. Rarely get that.
Rarely
so
get
like,
that.
And then when I get it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like, we've been on the phone for like 3
Y'all can chop
hours,
it.
4 hours, and I like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't hold a conversation to even go that length of time. You know what I'm saying? Or if veer off, start talking about some other shit, like trying to get some pussy. Like, we talk about real shit on the phone. You know what I mean?
Because
you vibing.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of dudes, they be. I don't know if they know how it goes, or you feel me, if they just like they assuming, they just putting it together, they have no instinct, you feel me, or they just doing what the trends is and they thinking that's how it go. But it's like when you had that conversation, and the reason why I said this because I know it ain't common. I know no one does that anymore. I know no one does that. People text.
I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna do this real quick communication. Let's get to the point.
Then they try to speed race the process. You feel me? And quick on a date. You feel me? And then it'll be on that side from a lot of women.
Yeah.
They skip on the conversation. You feel me? Like, yes, y'all exchanged numbers, or you feel me? Y'all was y'all met. You know. And started to communicate, but it was never that thorough communication where y'all got to feel each other out.
Yeah.
Y'all never got to have a conversation and build some rapport. You get what I mean? It was straight to the date. Now you get to the date, he thinking, oh, if I pay for this food, I'm automatically going to get some because of the false program. If I'm spending money, then you're going to
be getting some pussy.
And she's thinking because of the program of, yes, my value, I mean, the false program of, yes, you got to cash out, or the date, you feel me, thing, or just in general of how it's supposed to go with the date.
Yeah.
But you only there because you was agreed to go to the date, but you never did that investigation. It's worse for you because you don't know if this nigga a rapist. You don't know if he a psycho. You don't know if he got mental, you feel me, mental health issues. You don't know what you dealing with. You get what I'm saying?
Just going out because, okay, let me see how much he gonna spend on me. I'm gonna see about this, and that, and the third. Like, no.
You gotta conversate. You got that period before
first date. Like, no, you need to talk.
You gotta do that
see
before.
if you even gonna go on the date.
Right. You feel me? You gotta build it. It's like, even it may take a couple of days. It may be a couple of weeks because life is real. You got real time, you know, or real life. So it's gonna be hard to even get that 3 hours. You feel me? That's you already. It's work.
Yeah,
it's work. Life is too real right now. But to jump that phase, and then go straight to the date, man, you're playing yourself. And then it'd be like from the date, you feel me? It goes straight to the bed, you feel me? And then y'all end up getting it in. And now she like, oh yeah, you know, we in a relationship after the second or the third time, you feel me? Same thing. And he like, yeah, no, we having fun, or yeah, we in a relationship.
Properly communicated.
But then his bad habits start coming out, you feel me? And then you realize this nigga
I didn't
controlling.
know you was like this. You didn't give me a chance to show you who I was.
Man, right. You feel me? And then everybody's complaining about everything. But you never got to know who it was. You get what I'm saying?
Just some situationships going on.
Right. You feel me? And it's like, and that's what I'm saying. Men have to challenge themselves to be better. Even talking like, man, like, just not being so much thinking what they did. Like, I know this country is turned up, and I know Uncle Sam program is, you feel me, it's done did a lot of devastation to us, generation after generation. But it's like, man, you gotta realize at some point, and every man does this, at some point, after you get enough, you gonna be like, damn, man, I done got all this sex, but it ain't did nothing for me. My shoes are still the same shoes. You feel me? It's like you haven't did anything. You get what? You don't get an award, you feel me, for smashing. A lot of dudes, because the programming, the artificial programming is you the man if you get more women. The more women you get, you feel me?
You the man.
But it's like, okay, yes, to a degree, yes, that is true. The more women who are attractive to you, the more things you got going. That's facts. But if you smashing them all, you feel me, or you just trying to do that, you wasting time. You wasting energy. You wasting resources. And eventually, it's like you only have the memories of the pussy, you feel me, unless you are
really
just
get nothing out of it. Like, it wasn't no good energy exchanges. It was just good pussy.
That was it. You feel me?
Like,
it got to be more than just that. You feel me? Because life is so real, and it comes with so many more problems.
Yeah.
Like, the pussy may be good, but she's ruining your life, bruh. You feel me? Like, what are you doing? She's ruining your life. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know if niggas be coming to the realization of, you feel me, like, hey, I'm on a program that's not my program.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel me?
It
I
take
don't.
him a couple times. I've had conversations with a few male friends. I'm like, bro, like you cannot leave this one woman alone. She's so toxic, but like you have to. They make up, break up, and then he's like, you know what? I can't do this no more because she's trying to string him along.
Oh, not even just
being
that.
toxic, and he just
Even
like,
worse
going with it
situations.
because he's trying to make it work. He really be wanting to make it work, but it's just the type of woman, because we be fucking up too. You know what I'm saying? The type of woman she was, type of woman that he was dealing with, it just wasn't cohesive to what he was trying to be himself. You know what I mean? It was throwing him off his game.
That's true. I mean, as far as like, you ever heard of a dude say a situation where it was like, he was messing with a girl and he wasn't really trying to smash, he wasn't really trying to talk to her, he didn't even like her, you feel me? But he ended up fucking her and they ended up having a baby. It's like, bro, what were you doing? Like, why?
You didn't even want to do that.
You didn't want to do that, you feel me? And that's what I mean. It's like,
yeah.
you gotta. I don't think women are that bad, again, because y'all adopted our program. You feel me? But I don't think y'all are at the point of no return like a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes be out here doing anything. Like, you get what I'm saying? And they don't realize that they out here doing anything. You get what I mean? But then they complain about the consequences or the reactions that come with doing anything. Like, that nigga was paying, you feel me, her bills, and then was like, oh, I'm gonna cut it off, you feel me? And yeah, she went crazy, but you didn't know you was dealing with a nut before. Like, why was you even, you get what I mean?
It sounded like he wasn't even getting that much time. She was only talking to him when she needed her bills paid. So you, like you said, them 3-hour conversations probably wasn't happening. You don't know who you was dealing with. She was probably giving you some little pussy on the side because you was paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know who you were messing with. You didn't know who you were dealing with. So of course not. You know, he didn't know that she was going to smash the windows and everything like that. But you acting out of emotion at the same time because
she didn't know that.
She's treating you like that. You see that, those transactions, how it was.
She didn't know that he was gonna stop paying her bills. She didn't know that. She thought he was gonna be doing it. You feel me? Every time she rang.
But is that good for him though too? Because he stepped up on his power and like, no, I'm not doing it no more.
It's only good. It's only good if he sticks to that and learned the lesson. If he didn't learn the lesson and he tries to do the same thing with someone else, then no.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a worse situation, or you feel me? He's just gonna end up losing a lot, and get strung along. You gotta really, really learn from your mistakes, but really, like, man, be very restrictive with who you give your time, your energy to.
For sure.
Like, you gotta be selective, be very judgmental. Like, it's people be like, no, don't be judgmental. No, be judgmental. You feel me? Like,
for your own sake, not just to judge somebody and make them feel bad or anything like that, but for your own self. Is this person right for me? Like, I don't want just any type of energy around me. Everybody's not meant to be around you.
That's facts. It's facts. Hyenas don't just kick it with lions for a ringing. Like, you don't see ants kicking it with spiders. You feel me? Like, kick it. You get what I'm saying? And it'll be a lot less issues, but that's only if they challenge themselves. I'm saying this all day, man. I'm sticking to this all day.
You also sent me a video. It was on Instagram. You sent me a video about I think it was like a black. No, she wasn't even black actually. Saying that black women need to be more softer. Like, we're winning at everything. Like, we got it in the books. Like, we good. It's just basically our attitudes, like how we approach different situations, our tone of voice, like everything that has to do with being soft. Like, she said that we need to be more softer, and maybe we, would be a better, well-rounded individual. Let's talk about that.
So there's so many ways. There's so many ways. Like, as far as on a cosmic level, and then as far as like on a more earthly level, as far as on a more individual level. But I just want to say again, this may not even seem like it has to do with it, but challenging men to be better is the key.
Because I was just about to say, what causes us not to be soft?
I mean, not even just that. You feel me? But it's the narrative. Oh man, it's so many flaws in that. You feel me? I don't think that she knew. You get what I mean? Like, but also I believe that she was just going off of not her own experiences that she's had. She's just going off of the trends and the things that she see, and she going off of the experience that she probably had with, you feel me, so-called black men. You feel me, expressing that. That's what I'm saying. men have to be better and they have to challenge themselves because they putting out that false narrative. They saying, have you heard the thing with like the passport bros? You heard that?
Going over to overseas and stuff to
And
get women and everything like that, and yeah.
and they be
I
like,
heard about
oh,
that.
we're going, you feel me, to get a wife and whatnot, you
Yeah.
know, because, you know,
Yes.
that's what they say.
Yes.
Because it's easier, they submissive,
More
submissive, you know.
and they know how to treat us, and yeah.
And they don't do supposedly what American women do here.
Mhm.
Okay, to a degree, maybe a smidget, but the reality is no, it's not the same. They don't know that because they haven't had the experience with those women. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that. I'm gonna be honest. These trends are a global thing. You get what I mean? It's certain things that change in other areas, but a lot of women act quite similar. You get what I mean? They act quite similar, and even with that, I'm gonna be honest. I've never had an issue with women being soft with me. I've never experienced that. So I don't really get it as far as because, and the reason why I say this, none of the men who was there, like, it was like, hey, what you talking about? Or was like, no, that's not my experience.
Yeah.
They let her talk because that's either
They
they
been through
experiences.
that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like that mean you was doing something.
To offset that softness.
You feel
that
me?
should
Like
be there.
what was you doing? Again, were you not keeping it solid from jump? You feel me? What were you trying to buy the affection? You feel me? Like what were you doing? Were you trying to be somebody else and not be yourself? Because a lot of men don't really be themselves with women until way down the road. You get what I mean? It's like, no, put out everything on the table from jump. So it's like, hey, these are the terms and conditions, and you feel me? You know what it is that you're dealing with. But as far as from with her, what she was saying, she don't really know that the history here of what women had to endure, you know? So I talked about the last program of the current program that y'all got from, you know, the artificial that y'all got from us. That's really artificially masculine. So you feel me? You got a lot of women, you feel me, more hyped up. They starting to be on shoot 'em up, bang bang, everything now in the lyrics, you feel me? And oh man, just run through these niggas and get that money, you feel me? It's the same programming that the men was on, artificially. If you go back to the 90s, you feel me, that's when the gang things was going on, more gang stuff was coming up. There was more the trapping was starting to evolve from where it was in the 80s and the 70s. But the prison industry started going up a lot more. You get what I mean? So a lot of women, dads was going to prison, brothers was going to prison, husbands was going to prison. You get what I'm saying? So it was a lot more, you know, I gotta survive out here.
Yeah.
You feel me?
He was doing it from a survival point.
Now this was just the 90s. I'm not talking about like the trends of what the life as far as the psychological level, like how it is now. Like, you get what I mean? Like now they're doing it because a lot of men are pulling back, or they're pulling back a lot more.
Yeah.
In the 80s, you have when the drugs was first started coming out, so you got a lot of the men being on drugs, you know, and that came from the 70s when the Vietnam War. You know, a lot of our people went to the Vietnam War, and they came back with PSTD. You know, yeah, I'm tripping.
It's okay.
And they was on it was on a lot of, what was it called? It was not. They was starting to get on heroin. That's when heroin started kicking up. Yeah, but it was. I'm trying to think of what it was that they actually gave them. It was something else that they gave them to actually deal with it. It wasn't heroin, but it was a super strong opioid.
Yeah.
And it ended up turning into heroin, like how the Percocets is popping right now. You know what I mean? Same game.
Same thing.
With the lean, same game. They all the same chemicals. You know what I'm saying? But during that period, when the men went away to Vietnam, the women still had to be there. You know,
Hold it down.
being what they was being. You know what I mean? When the men came back, they was messed up. They still had to hold it down, being what they was being. And the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, California piloted a program where it started introducing women, primarily brown and black women, to the workforce at a lot of corporate America. You know, because the companies was getting incentives. So that started changing the dynamics too, because they started taxing the women and started realizing, hey man, we could, before y'all didn't work in the 70s and 60s, y'all weren't getting taxed.
Exactly.
So started being more. The girl who said this, I don't think she's from America, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think so. If I'm not mistaken, somebody in the comments said she was from Europe. I don't know, but
Yeah.
the game of what it is here for our people is different from others. You know, they haven't went through the same experiences or the same traumas collectively. Now that was only to the 70s. You got the 60s with the civil rights movement. You get what I'm saying? And then you got everything before that. And we know how much stuff has happened. You know,
In between that time period.
you get what I mean?
Yeah.
We got a lot of trauma, so we move a lot differently. But then also, it's not necessarily a negative thing, because it ain't nothing really weak about our women. You get what I mean? It's not a negative thing. You feel me? That it's like you not just going for anything. You feel me? That you're not just gonna go for anything. You're not gonna tolerate anything.
Right.
On a spiritual level, you know about the Eve gene and everything. You feel me? It's the fire. You feel me? Or that spirit energy. You feel me? It may that melanin may make it a little more spicy. You get what I mean? So being the original,
We can't help that.
man, you like the sun. You
Yeah.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally children of the sun. So we might be a little bit different, you feel me, compared to others.
Yeah.
And y'all being, you feel me, the mothers, you feel me, may be a lot different compared to others. So it's not, that's why I said there's many different layers, you feel me, of different reasons.
Yeah.
But it all goes back to challenging men to being better, because they're the one who's saying, hey, I can't really handle these women. You get what I'm saying? That's basically,
And that is who we are by our nature.
man.
Like you said, like,
But if you better in yourself, your inner fire is also going
knows
on.
how to handle it.
Man, who else would? You feel me? You get what I'm saying? But it's like,
I don't want to touch on dating outside your race and everything like that, because it's like we go here because, well, I don't want to deal with this. We don't want to deal with men always cheating and so I'm gonna go and date. You know, I'm gonna date a white man. I'm gonna date, Arabian. I'm gonna date this and that, and not knowing like we supposed to be with each other. Like we gotta learn how to handle each other so we can grow and be better together.
that's facts.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
And
that's
I'm
not
not
gonna solve the problem. I mean, you love who you love.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
love.
that I'm against. You feel me?
I'm not against it. but
Anybody be with who you want to be with.
Yeah,
But
if
I will
you're doing
say,
it because you can't handle, or you're thinking less of the women of your race or the men of your race, then that's not the way to go about it. You might want to educate yourself
but
and learn more
experiences.
about yourself and our culture and what's really about us, so you can know. You know what I mean? How to handle your woman.
Yeah,
how to
but
handle your
also
man.
be open minded, because a lot of time, like women, especially men, a lot of men, they will think that they're gonna get a different kind of treatment, when they go with these women, from other places, and you do get to a degree a different kind of treatment. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get the same thing. You feel me? It's like it's just different. And I know this because I've been many places around the world and I've talked to many kinds of women. And it's like you're gonna have pros and cons with everybody. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be a cultural gap, and it's going to be you get what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of pros as far as like you're going to get a different treatment because you something that they are not used to, and because of how these trends is, how you're advertised to them. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? So it's like that plays a part, but don't think that it's just going to be the grass is greener there.
It's
You
gonna be
get what I'm
all
saying?
smooth peaches and
That's
cream
not how it
because
works.
It's another race. It's
Not how it works. If you're dealing with a lot of like Asian women, you got to deal with the issues with they family, especially with their dad.
Very family
So,
oriented.
man, it's if you dealing with a lot of Caucasian or so-called white women, you feel me? You got to think about what happens with the law, when it comes to this system. You get what I'm saying? It's all pros and cons for everybody. You deal with someone who is I'm not okay. I'm not gonna keep going into it. You feel me? But everybody got their pros and cons.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't know unless you start to experience or you've had that experience and you may be thinking that it's one thing until you actually experience it and you get a dose of reality.
Yeah.
And then you realize that it's
Oh,
still
shit.
you. You feel me? It's still you. You running
Mhm.
from, you trying to run from one to another to avoid something in you. You get what I mean? Because it is, you can find beauty in every flavor. You feel me? You can find something solid in every flavor. You get what I mean? You gonna bring out the best in her. You feel me? If you are who you are supposed to be.
Mhm.
You get what I mean? But
I agree with that.
man, just the melanin is the melanin for a reason. You feel me? So it's like, just if it just depends. You feel me? So yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why they didn't say nothing,
Mhm.
because they the ones who probably should have said. You feel me? Like, hey, that's not how it really is. You
That's
feel me?
because they had them same experience, so they like, well, I can't agree with you there.
Man.
They couldn't, have a rebuttal to that because they went through that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, man, they gotta challenge themselves to be better and think about the things that they saying and think about the way that they approach something and be like, hey, man, where am I accountable out as well? You feel me? Because
Accountability.
yeah, we already know, like, it's a thing with men. We know that, you feel me, women don't have as much accountability with a lot of things than us, you know. But
Mhm.
part of being man is knowing that. You feel me? So it's like, you already know that. So if you know what it could potentially be and what could go wrong, you gotta go ahead and jump in front of that and make sure things is clear and avoid. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it'll make it better for everybody.
Mhm.
But if not, you gonna have a bad experience, and then you gonna keep running to the same experience and running to the same experience, and you think, you know what? Maybe it's just so-called black women. No, bruh, it
No,
was
it's
you.
you.
You feel me? It was you.
You.
You know, but
Once you
saying,
become better, shit, we be better. We ain't gonna have all them same issues that you was having because you done found yourself and you, like you said, operating at your highest self, which is gonna lead us to operating the same way.
facts.
So what would you recommend? How can men start challenging themselves little by little? Like, what would you recommend starting with? Whether it's reading a book on something, or it's going to the gym, or here and there, or working on your finances, or figuring out what your
Man.
soul's purpose is, or anything. Like, what would you recommend for a starter kit for men to start becoming better?
Man, to keep it solid, as you gotta work on all of it. It's not an easy thing. You got to do it all. You feel me? It's just is what it is, because you got to be responsible for yourself in every way. You feel me? You take it a little step at a time, but you have to be responsible for yourself in every way. One day you're going to have a family. You have to be responsible for your family. You can't be responsible for your family if you're not responsible for yourself. You feel
Mm.
me? So it's like, start to work on yourself in every way, in every aspect. But find a passion. You feel me? You gotta find out what you're passionate about. You have to find out what you're passionate about. Everybody gonna be different.
That's for sure.
You gotta be around that and see, how can I get there. You gotta form goals, little goals to big goals. You get the little goals so you can build up that confidence to go for the big goals. You get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it starts to build up your psyche. You start to be around better people. You'll start to feel better. Change your diet. Eat healthier. Eat healthier. You feel me? I ain't saying go hardcore vegan. You ain't gotta be, you feel me, like plant based. You feel me? Like, just be healthier.
More health conscious.
More healthier. Stop eating bullshit. You feel
Yeah.
me? If you gonna eat meat, spend money. Eat good quality stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Be more conscious of your emotions. Don't be triggered, you feel me, by anybody outside of yourself. Don't let nobody have that much power over you. You feel me? Like, it don't matter who it is. They shouldn't have that much power over you. If
Facts.
if it's to a point to where it's like, oh, you feel me, you want to turn up, ask yourself, do I want to turn up? If the answer is yes, turn the fuck up. You feel me? But be wary of the consequences that come with turning up.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And
Make cautious
man,
decisions.
if it's worth it, you feel me? If it's like, no, it is what it is, it is what it is. You feel me? But at least you're aware of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's not nobody else to blame. You feel me? It's not nobody else responsible. It's you. You get what I mean? Be on your finances. Pay attention to finances. We not like women. You feel me? So we can make seeds, but we cannot give birth. You get what I mean? So when it comes to the value level, because this also is a woman universe, everything this universe is primarily feminine.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Y'all gonna be more dominant. You have to be aware of the times and be aware of the environment, not just the people who you kicking it with, but the environment. You feel me? You gotta really know how to move out here. Like seriously, be aware. Don't be walking around here on la la land. Set boundaries. You feel me? If your partners is on bullshit, you gotta tell them like, hey, bro, you on bullshit. I can't be around that because they will have you. You feel me? In a situation. It's the real rules and consequences out here. I know you probably heard the saying like, hey man, you fucking with them niggas, you gonna be ducking with them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. You get what I'm saying? Be aware. Your partners can have you jammed up because they not telling you they got a pistol or they got something on them. You feel me? Y'all get pulled over. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Don't even put yourself in a position.
Man, they not even telling you that they got a record. You feel me? That kind of little stuff. You feel me?
It matters.
You gotta know who you are with. You get what I'm saying? And it's like when you approaching women, it's really like, and I say, man, don't even really focus on it. You feel me? On trying to get a woman. You feel me? Just let them come to you. If you focus on what you're doing and just conversating, you're gonna get a lot of women. It's really, really, really easy. You feel me? But a lot of men don't know how to conversate and they too thirsty. You feel me? They too trying to go for the kill. And then when they go for the kill, they mess up the kill, you feel me? And then she ain't even finna let you get a rebound because you get what I mean? So it's like, if you is gonna do that, make sure that you do it right. You feel me? Like, and again, that goes back to your eating and you being in the gym. If you in the gym and you eating right, you gonna be strong in bed and she gonna get hers. And you gonna get to, you feel me, at least get to go again many times, you feel me? Whether you fuck up with other things or not, you feel me? You can I'm not saying resort on that card or you feel me, just, depend on it. Yeah. But it's a good card to have in your favor. You get what I'm saying? It's other things as far as like, man, getting in nature. Spend time in nature, more time in nature and less time outside of these big buildings. You get what I mean? Because when you are tapping into nature and you are tapping back into that spirit, you get what I mean?
Tapping into self.
And if you could tap into that spirit, then you can tap into that soul. You find out more about you. But you can't find out about you if you can't get into the zone, you feel me, of that spiritual zone. Yeah. And you're not gonna do that in no box with no metal. It's not how it's designed. It's gonna make it worse. Let me see. Did I say emotional control? I don't know if I said emotional control is key. You feel me? Emotional control, because the spirit and your soul, the energy game is tied to those emotions. You feel me? And you can bypass so much out here by knowing how to feel, see, and read energy. You feel me? If you can feel it, you can see what it is. You seeing it. You see it's about to be a quarterback fake. You feel me? You know what's finna happen. Yeah. So you're going to read the plays and you're going to act accordingly. But if you can't read the plays, if you can't feel the vibes, you're going to get...
Those are your guides.
Man, you're going to be on instant or you're going to be on reaction mode. You don't want to be reactionary. Especially if you reaction and you haven't had your emotions in check. Because you're going to react
all the way left.
Instinctively. And you feel me? You could be making a lot of mistakes. Especially when it's situations of like, when things is happening, like, if ever your life is on the line, you feel me, you need to be calm, If you ever dealing with something like it's a real heated debate, be very calm or be wary of your words, because you may say something that you can't take back later. You get what I'm saying? And you saying it from a place of emotion. Yeah. And that emotion came from a place of, you feel me, you having some previous trauma. You don't even know why you operating like that because you ain't never dealt with it. You get what I mean? Yeah. So for a lot of men got a lot of work to do. You feel me? It's so many different things to be done. But the more you start doing it, you feel me, the more you're going to make the changes and the more you're going to do more work because you started to make the changes. You get what I mean? And you're going to see the results of the changes, you know? And then you can put those things into your woman or women, and then that get transferred into your children and your legacy, and you doing it for the bloodline. You feel me? Because this is a game of genetics. This is a breeding game. You feel me? And it's like, what you passing on is what they gonna be dealing with. You get what I mean? And we really gotta do we doing a better job, but we gotta do a way better job of breaking these generational curses. You feel me? Because man,
It's like, dang, why we gotta be the ones to do it? We gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody gotta do it.
Our elders didn't do it. Shit, we gotta do it. You know
Gotta
what I
do
mean?
it, man. You
We
gotta
have
do it.
to. If we want a better future and a better bloodline legacy for
Facts.
our kids, you gotta think about your kids, especially us that have kids. Like, you
Law.
gotta think about your lineage. Like, you know.
That's what I was gonna say.
So-
Law too. Law. Really
Mhm.
get familiar with law. Look into, you feel me, estate. Trust, and learn law. Not just, you feel me, not just for your benefit as for dealing with finances or economics, because you will know how this artificial game move. This artificial game move off of law. Every nigga need to learn law. You feel me? Because have you seen the book of what's that movie that just came out?
Oh, with
Book of Clarence.
Stanfield. With what's his name? Something.
Is that his
Stanfield?
name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
know
his
his name.
Lakeith. There you
That
go.
his name?
Yeah, Lakeith.
I ain't know
He's
that.
on ATL.
He looked like a yeah.
Atlanta.
Okay, I can see him being a Lakeith. Yeah, I can see that.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it.
That movie is very deep. It has a lot of jewels in it. I feel it's a little bit of rocking people back to sleep on some magic shit too. But it's also some gems in it if you know what to look for.
Okay.
And the reason why I had brought it up as far as like what his character was, like people are going through those transitions, and you that getting that higher consciousness,
Mhm.
and I think for a lot of men, like when you start getting that emotional control, and you start getting into that higher consciousness and that law, you will start putting them all together. And the reason why I had brought up that movie is because they talk a lot about Rome, you feel me, which is the system that we still under, you feel me, and the guidelines. Like the movie look exactly like what's going on out here right now, but it's presented from that time
era.
period.
Okay.
You get what I mean? But it's the same thing, you feel me? And if you learn the law, you can operate a whole lot smoother, you feel me? Because you still got to be able to protect yourself out here. Like regardless of, don't matter how much money you getting, don't matter how many women you getting, don't matter you feel me, how zen you is, don't matter, you feel me, how emotional control you are. If them people want to come put you in jail, or they want to, you feel me, come mess with you, and you don't know that law and you don't know that paperwork,
They
you don't
can do
know,
exactly what they want to do.
man, you really really have to learn the law. Because when you learn the law, you will know the truth behind this game. You will learn how it moves. You start getting more familiar with status. You start getting familiar with jurisdiction. You start getting familiar with you feel me, the straw man, and you feel me, these terms. Not saying that you go press play on it, but you familiar with how it's operating, and you familiar with how everything is being governed. So now you feel me, you governing yourself because you know how they working against you. You feel me? You're not gonna put yourself in a predicament to where that is, and if it is, you're gonna approach it correctly. So it's a lot of different. Then also you feel me? Wait, hang on. I say get familiar with. You got to get on your medical game too. Learn your body.
Oh, for sure.
Learn your body. It's very very important to know your body. Know your body. Know how it operate. Because you feel me, when shit goes wrong, and stuff will go wrong, you can fix yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You don't have
And
to
be
go to
your own
outside
doctor.
sources.
You feel me? Like so.
No, I'm an advocate for that. So
Man.
I'll for sure.
So there's many things that men need to do. But man, just imagine if niggas was just all doing this. You feel me?
The world would be a better place.
Because everybody follows suit. They do what we do. We set the trends.
Yes.
Niggas set the trends straight up. Like so, whatever we do, everyone else does. So if we all on this hype, everybody else is gonna be on that hype because those are the trends, and people follow trends. You feel me? Just like how everybody else is now following the bull. You feel me? Everybody on the bullshit. Because those is the trends, and that's the trends that they had us on for the last good period. Good period. But the last 20 years, oh man, it's been even extra. Man, for real.
Turned up. Oh my God, so man, let's do better. Let's do better. That's all we want. Me as a woman, I just want y'all to do better. You know what I mean? So I can relax. I want to relax. I don't want to be turned up. I don't. I want to be in my soft woman era because I'm just, I just want to. I'm in it now, but with a man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be with a man and not have to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? I want to feel secure. I'm big on security, in every way, not just financially, like protect, provide, emotional, like security, like all that matters to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be on that fuck niggas and that. I'm not on that trend.
Because
I'm
see,
not on it. You know what I'm saying? If you a fuck nigga, you just a fuck nigga out here. I ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm not finna downplay you, downgrade you, none of that shit. But I just want you to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? For you, don't do it for a woman because then it's not gonna be how it's supposed to. Like
that's
you said,
facts.
do it for yourself because I can always tell if you're doing it for yourself, or you doing it for your partners, or you doing it for a woman. I can tell.
I just say that for like another thing, like man, when it comes to that, like a big difference between men and women, and I don't know. This is just what I kind of come to, what my experiences have shown me. I feel like women are not necessarily good with focus, structure, and discipline, establishing it. Like I think that's why you know how would they say with like a lot of millionaires or billionaires, they don't have their women working, or like if you go to a lot of corporations, it'll be a lot of women secretaries. Well, it used to be a lot more women secretaries, and then it'd be like the CEO be like usually a man.
Yes.
Because it's a reflection of how nature is. A lot of millionaires don't really want their women working because the energy that they give into that company, she can give to his legacy and what everything that he has going. You get what I mean? And with it being that, a lot of I had a quick little brain freeze, but with a lot of the structure, when men are disciplined and we give the structure for the foundation, it's easier for women to follow the game plan. You know what I mean? Because it's already, told. That's the reason why I think a lot of women succeed in careers faster than men, because the game plan and the blueprint, it's already out there.
Already set out, laid out. So
your boss is,
and
you feel me? Like a lot of guys, and this is why I said go back to what I was saying as far as like the challenging the men, with how the girl was saying, why are women so, they don't give a program. A lot of women, especially our women, they won't argue with their boss about, anything that a boss tell them to do. Like they're gonna do it. It's just, oh yeah. But sometimes a lot of men will complain about their women, you feel me, not doing what they ask them to do. You get what I mean? And a lot of this goes into it. You feel me? Because of the structure that was given. Like the boss gave them the directions that came from the company. You feel me? This is what you got to do. These are your job duties. That's it. You do it. Men don't necessarily give the plan to women in their own household. You get what I mean? Unless he already has his plan going. You get what I'm saying? So it's like women can't structure. This is just what I feel, just from what I experience and what I see. I don't feel women can structure a relationship, you feel me, and come up with the plan for the relationship. You get what I mean? Because y'all don't really come up with the plans like that. You get what I mean? I think that is more men's duties.
I feel like it's more of a man's duty.
And that's why women always say, I want a leader, You get what I mean? And I think that's because on an organic instinct, like it's in us, or in, y'all to operate like that. And it's in us to come up with that. You get what I mean? Because I feel like it's easier for us to focus and be disciplined. Like it's, I don't know, I feel like it may be it's a lot harder for women to be focused and more disciplined when it comes to
creating a plan and set out a foundation, things like that. We look for that from y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like anything that y'all give us, we multiply it, we amplify it. So this is what we doing. Okay, boom. Well, let's set out. I got this idea to go along with what you just gave me.
Yeah, like schoolwork. Like I feel like for some guys, yes, I feel like few, but like even with school, women be breezing through school. Guys usually have a harder time because guys be trying to figure out their own way, and women is like, oh, yep, this is the career. I got to do this to do this. Oh, easy.
Get it done.
You get what I mean? But dudes be trying to figure it out. You get what I'm saying? So if I think it's important to know how each other operate to make things a lot smoother as well. But if you don't know how you operate yourself, then you're not gonna be able to pay attention to how anybody else operates. You know, so it's like, yeah, I don't, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all around, you just need to be better. Men, we need to be better, and women, we will
Y'all follow
suit.
suit. Y'all gonna
We'll
be better
follow
because
suit.
we're being better.
We will follow suit. And so this has been a good episode for my first one of 2024. This is let's follow suit. This is the blueprint. This is the game plan. You heard it here first. It's still early. We in the first quarter.
Man.
Let's do it. Let's
Seriously.
go. Let's get it done. By the end of the year, I don't want to. We should be better. We should actually come on and be like, okay, so what done happened this year? What we done seen?
Because you're going to see it a lot.
We should be becoming better.
If you're going to see, I can guarantee you're going to see, if it's not that, if men, and it's going to may take a minute. I don't know if their internal clocks is going off.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't be better, you're going to see a lot of, you know how like the last couple of months, or really the last 6 months to a year, a lot of podcasts about the relationships have been popping up, but it's been a lot of, it's not really solutions. It's just the problems, and it's a lot of separations.
And like
not solutions.
Going back and forth, very combative.
Right.
We do this. Well, y'all did this. That's why we like this. Well, we did this because you did that. And this is just.
It's going to be times 1,000 this year if niggas don't start being better. It's going to be times 1,000. And what that is going to lead to is you're going to have, it's going to be pros and a lot more cons, but cons for both sides. The cons will be, because it's not a lot of men being better, it's only going to be a few men who are really, really, really great. It's going to be a lot of women bettering themselves who want great men. A lot of men are not going to be better. They're not going to be suitable options. Women don't mind sharing if they're forced to share. A lot of women don't know that now, you feel me? Unless you have one already established, you feel me? And that's why I said, as far as the instinctual, you got to tell what it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it's hard for men to say no to women. That is like the kryptonite. So, because it's not as many suitable men, you feel me? You're going to have more women looking for men who are suitable, even though it's not many available.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's a numbers game. It's a whole lot more women than it is men. Now, I'm not talking about if you cut out, men who don't even like women. You feel me? Or if you cut out men who don't meet the requirements of the basic stuff. Because they own some pedophile or they some rapists, you feel me? Or they out of pocket. Mm. Not to mention niggas who be beating females, you feel me? You got to X them out. You feel me? We just talking about like a genuine, average, you feel me, decent man. You feel me? Then I didn't even mention, you feel me, a man that doesn't need to take, you don't need to take care of him. You get what I'm saying? That cut out another chunk. You get what I mean?
So it's
Slim pickings out here. You get what I'm saying? Now, we just on the basics. We ain't even got to, you feel me, no extravagant shit. We just on the basics.
Yeah.
We just on, you take care of yourself. That's it.
That's it.
You just taking care of yourself and your responsibility.
Tax brackets, just basic shit, necessities. Like,
it's not a lot of choices. You feel me? It's not a lot of options for how many women it is. You get what I'm saying? And because it's more women around the world, you feel me? It's other women as well. You get what I mean? Men have to be better. You get what I'm saying? Because it's when you get better, when you become better, you have better options. You get what I'm saying? But it's a micro, macro, we're all connected thing. The old school Lion King circle of life. You feel me? Men have to be better so women can have better options. You get what I mean? And it's not all trying to the same, because then that causes issue among the women, unless the women know how to share. A lot of women have not been on the program of sharing because that's not the programming for the last 100 to 50 years. It's been straight monogamy. So it's going to be a bad thing, you feel me, if less. You feel me? Because,
I mean,
it is what it is. That's, you can see I can see you visualizing it. I can see you. You can see it. It's clear, huh? You can see it.
Yeah, it's very clear. It's very clear, and the options is like you said, slim to none. So once y'all start bettering y'all stuff, we can have more better options. We ain't got to be doing all that complaining that
And,
I ain't got
and
it.
you
I
got
ain't
better
got
children.
that.
Everything gets better.
Yeah,
Everything gets better if the man gets better. Men better themselves, everything gets better. You feel me? If
I
not,
agree.
it's going to get worse. You feel me? Because then you have the other consequences of when you stressing. Because also the negatives of not becoming better is you're not creating any value for yourself. You're not contributing. You don't have anything going. So now you on survival mode and you have to take from others. Now you're becoming a parasite and a vampire. See how crime is rising out of control? You feel me? Because they still trying to have what the trends is presenting. You feel me? They still trying to give, you feel me, and get the attention. You get what I mean? But
Going about it in all the wrong way.
man, so if you get better, you feel me, you will start getting more of your own. It's not much. You don't have to take from anybody else because you have your own. You get what I mean? But it's not that. You feel me? It's not that.
We just gotta do better. I'm listen.
And hey, this is my mission for the year. This is my mission for the year. I feel like my purpose, you feel me, is because I see it and I see niggas is on goofy time and they is on some cornball activity and they cannot see it. It's like they don't know that they on goofy time and that is cornball activity. And I feel like it's my mission to say, bruh, that's corny. Like that's corny, bruh. Stop doing that. Like seriously, stop doing it.
And I appreciate you. I appreciate that coming
that.
from a man, like telling other men, like, okay, listen, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Get on game. Like the shit that y'all doing is corny out here. Like maybe they need to hear it from a man. They tired of hearing it from us. They need to hear it from a man, and maybe it'll click a little bit better. You know what I mean?
I hope so.
So that's because I was just gonna ask you what's your goal for 2024. That's your mission. That is your goal for 2024 to make sure
niggas fucking up the game. Like it's
together.
already was a bad game,
Like,
but they're making the game worse.
Like, listen.
No, I'm good. My life is great. I'm cool. I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. But I just want, man. I'm here to help other people be good. Like I swear, I feel like I know I'm here to help other people become better. You feel me? So this evolution game can really take place. You feel me? Because that's really what this is. You feel me? Like we supposed to be on a whole nother level. You feel me? Of dopeness. You feel me?
And they know that. That's why they setting out all these agendas to keep us from not reaching our full potential.
Facts. You feel me? And it's like, man, once niggas just stop falling for the okie doke, you feel me, and the booby traps, and just start being better. You start seeing, oh, let me jump over. You get what I'm saying? Reach these goals, you start elevating. When you start elevating, your energy start being better. You feel me? Your frequency start affecting other people. You get what I mean? So now you encouraging other people to be better. You get what I mean? Because they seeing you getting it. You getting it and you winning. You feel me? Don't be on no flashy, you feel me, flaunting, putting it in people's face that ain't got it because they hungry. You feel me? But encourage. You feel me? Like, man, you can get it too.
I can do it. You can do it. Let me show you how I did it. Don't be gatekeeping.
Yeah, no gatekeeping. But because a lot of niggas do be on that. They be on corny gate. They don't pass the ball. You feel me? Like, and then they mad that the team is not winning. Like, bruh, what are you talking about? Like, you get what I mean? And it's like, it's so many different things, you feel me, that we can be doing that is just like this bettering ourselves. Like, man, and it's simple shit. You got an issue with a nigga. Do you got to shoot it out? Put on some gloves. You get what I mean? Oh, you in a relationship or you don't want to be in a relationship, you met her, tell her what it is, you feel me? So now she's realizing that niggas is saying, well, you know what? Maybe I don't like, maybe men don't like monogamy. You feel me? If they hear it enough times, then it'll be something different than what's expected. You get what I mean?
Or they can't be mad, like, well, he did say this.
Man,
I can't.
Just start telling the truth. You get what I mean? Yeah. We all start doing better because then it's in her hand to be like, hey, do I want to rock with this or no? Yes or no? That's it. If she don't want to rock with it, move on. It's a big world. It's way more women than it is men. Move on. You get what I mean? It's a man for her. Maybe not. I don't know. You feel me? But you will be good. Dead ass, bro. Like, for real. Like, it's a numbers game. You get what I'm saying?
No, you're right. I'm just like, damn, no.
Man, because it erase. And the reason why I say that, because, like, when it comes to the whole, multiple women, you feel me, and men thing, it's a natural thing. You You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because remember how I was saying at one point in time everything was feminine. This is a feminine universe, a feminine planet.
Mm-hmm.
You know how cells develop. It'd be like the chromosomes and whatnot. How even the embryos, everyone starts off feminine. You know.
Yeah.
So at one point in time, when it was more of a matriarchal system, only men who were breeding were the top. You feel me? Because they were breeding strong. It's a genetic game. Not a love game, not a, you feel me, relationship game. You feel me? That got added on to it. But this is a genetic game. So they were breeding who was the best. If you weren't fit to breed, you weren't going to breed. A lot of niggas out here really not fit to breed. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? So with the game of the poly game, that's really more of what it is or what you would see in nature. You feel me? I'm not advocating for it. I'm not telling nobody to go be it. You feel me? I'm just saying what it is in nature. You get what I'm saying? Every man is not supposed to breed. You feel me? His seeds ain't supposed to be passed on. You have to earn that title to breed because there's a lot that comes with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of niggas out here is breeding and they not handling their responsibilities that come with it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, I do understand that because I can hear a nigga right now saying, but man, she not letting me. You know, she got you. Yes, it is certain circumstances that happen, but for most of the time, you feel me, niggas is not handling their responsibility for most of the time. You get what I mean? And it's like the breeding game. If you are being better, you becoming better. What you passing on is better. You feel me? You are being allowed because you are worthy. You feel me? Men have to earn their value in this universe. That's how it works. Because again, electromagnetic. When you popping, you electric. Your energy, you feel me, out there. You going to be attracting. You feel me? Because again, y'all magnetic. When you electric, you popping, you doing what you supposed to be doing. You shining.
Yeah.
It's a lot of energy going on. Y'all gonna feel that. It's gonna be a pull.
I'm gonna say we're gonna magnetic right to you.
Man, right.
It's gonna come to you. You ain't gotta go out there and
because that's the organic programming. That's what it originally was. You feel me? It's like how it is with even with when it comes to procreation. You know, when I think they used to say that the fastest sperm, you know, was the one who made it, and that's not what it is. They come to find out that it's the egg that pulls the one that it wants. You feel me? So whichever one the egg feels is suitable, you feel me, is magnetically pulled that electric sperm cell. You get what I mean? So be better. Be better. Be better. Be better. You gotta be better, man. Be better. If you want to be better, get my book.
Get the book right here. He got the book.
No, seriously.
Where can I get it? You got the link in your bio. You got what you got?
Amazon link in bio. Also got some courses popping too. I'm doing some. Yeah, I actually did the courses. So you feel me? So I do got courses. I got a shadow work course. I got a never give up course. I got an energy course where like I show you how to feel and see and get to working with energy.
Okay.
And it's another one, emotional control course.
So he has all the tools for you to start challenging yourself. Men, okay, do you hear this? He got a book. He got courses for you. So go ahead and you can find the book on Amazon. Chakras, breathing, and energy, okay? Go on Amazon, look for this book. You can get it. How can they find your courses?
It is go to nevergiveup.digital or you can go to theenergycoach.com.
Okay, links will be in the bio for this. So I didn't write it. Click it. It's gonna be in the bio. No excuses this year. No excuse. Let's be better. Everybody, men first, women, we gonna follow suit and we gonna do better. I don't want to hear no excuses. Yeah, no excuses. 2024. Year of the truth. You heard the truth. Let's go act on it.
Facts.
Okay. Now my goal for 2024 is.
What's your goal?
Is to just keep being better. I already
be better, man. Be better, man. For real.
I'm already doing my shit. You feel me? So
Facts.
I'm just elevated. Everything
Be
gonna
better.
get spruced up.
Be better, man. Be better 2024.
And just put myself in rooms and be surrounded around like-minded people, and just know that when certain things happen, they're happening for a reason.
Facts.
Everything is for the betterment of my life. Everything is gonna come to me when it's supposed to come to me. No worries, no stress. Like, I'm just focused on just being better, whatever that means for me. That's what I'm focused on.
That's
Whatever
what it's
being
about.
better means for you, watching this, listening to this, that's what it is. I don't care if it's just going to the gym 30 minutes a day, or taking a walk, or whatever. How whatever it is, cutting out pork,
Facts.
whatever it may be. I don't care. Cutting the TV screen off. I'm spending too much time scrolling. Like, be better. Read a book. I don't care what it is, as long as it's bettering you. Be
Elevation,
better.
man.
Elevation.
Elevation.
Let's all be on a higher frequency.
Facts.
That's it. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. You always dropping gems, always dropping facts. So it's always good energy when you come. So I appreciate you for coming on.
Recognize real. You got the good vibes, man.
Good vibes.
Man.
And man, that wraps up my first episode of 2024.
On point.
Thank you for, tuning in, y'all. And make sure y'all go ahead and recommend this to a friend. Subscribe to the YouTube if you're not subscribed. Recommend, share, follow, comment. Tell me what you think. And I will see you on the next episode of QuaniTEA Radio.
Indeed.
Hey.